Is this one of the best niche fragrances of 2025? Want to find out more? You know what to do. Stick with me on the other side of the intro. Let's go!
Scott Aromatico knows his stuff. Fragrances he loves enough. Every scent, a story told. Unique perfumes, brave and bold.
Hey everyone, welcome to the fusion of entertainment and fragrances. My name is Scott Aromatico. I hope wherever you are on this great big ball of mud that this video is finding you well. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the introduction that I just did, today we're going to be talking about a brand new 2025 release from Hez Parfums. We are talking about this bad boy right here called Jackson Square. And of course, this fragrance is inspired by the vibrant and multi-layered art and culture that is the scene in New Orleans. And of course, we are talking in particular about Jackson Square. Starting off with the presentation, as you can tell from the box already, I love these upgrades that they are doing at Hez Parfums. They are always moving forward. And if you haven't noticed, guys, the advertisements are getting better, the website is getting better, and the packaging is getting better. And that is one great thing I love about indie niche fragrance houses is they're always trying to fight for your business because they care about you. They haven't grown too big to fail, and they really pay attention to details. And there's so many great companies that do this, and this is a smaller of the indie niche fragrance houses that is really bursting on the scene, and their catalog is getting big, and they have so many great fragrances. And of course, they have an in-house parfumer. And of course, I am talking about Hez Parfums. He is the founder and owner of this company and the perfumer as well, guys. So here is the box, and I do love these upgrades because the boxes used to be, you know, kind of simple at best, but that's kind of how you have to do things when you first get started. But if you open up the box like this with that magnetic, and inside looks even more beautiful, guys. Jackson Square Extrait de Parfum, and the fragrance is nestled beautifully inside. Let's have a closer look at the bottle, shall we? Here is the bottle. They've even changed the bottles a little bit. It used to come in a different shape. And I'm sure they probably still have some bottles like this and are shipping some bottles out like this. I'm not sure, but this is how they used to look compared to what they're doing now. Either way, the juice is great, and I love them moving forward like this. At the presentation, on the top of the cap, it says Hez Parfums, and the juice is kind of like a yellowish color. And let's go ahead and see how it sprays. Great pressure sensitive atomizer, and of course the room is smelling good now. But guys, that is what you're going to get with Hez Parfums. Now, how does it smell? Well, before we do that, let's talk about how much a bottle of this would cost. For a 50 ml, you're going to pay $165. I happen to know in this particular fragrance, they're using the highest quality ingredients. If you want something a little bit smaller, you can get a 10 ml for around $45. All right, the room is smelling really, really good from those sprays, but let's go ahead and spray it on skin, and I'll give you my thoughts and impressions about how it smells on skin. Man, this stuff is fantastic. This smells absolutely incredible. I love gourmand-ish like fragrances, and as soon as you spray this, you get a big burst of fruity, fresh blueberry that smells absolutely fantastic. This fragrance is right out of the gate is fresh. It's fruity, it's spicy, and has some nice citrusy facets that a lot of fragrances have on the top as soon as you spray them. This one does not disappoint with that fruitiness and that citrus, and it's got a nice, fresh, spicy vibe right out of the gate that smells absolutely incredible. All right, as the fragrance transitions, you know, you're going to really, really start to get a lot of that greenness and herbalness that is in this fragrance, okay? But don't be scared. Don't be off-put by that, because a lot of green, maybe herbal-like fragrances can kind of be, you know, really off-putting, and this one is blended really, really nice. You know, the herbalness is toned way down, but it's definitely there, which helps balance out to me that freshness, that fruitiness, and the sweetness coming from the citrus. Really, really nice feel. And then there's some aromatic touches in this fragrance as well. As the fragrance dries down, this is my favorite part. I think this is where the fragrance really, really shines. and you start to get a lot of that gourmand feel coming out of this. There's some patchouli in here that to me gives it a kind of sweetness and a chocolatey feel. In my opinion, it's not like that earthy patchouli. It's got a nice sweetness. And then as the fragrance develops, you're just getting something that kind of smells like a sweet caramel, chocolate, vanilla. Man, it's really, really beautiful. And this is where this fragrance really, really shines. And it's just beautiful and creamy. And then it's got a nice little muskiness on the dry down. So it's absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and look at the notes and see what's in this thing. You have a burst of blueberry. You have a little bit of sharp bergamot, which is not listed in the notes, but I know is there. There's some spicy coriander and some fresh violet leaf. In the heart of the composition, you have some spicy black pepper. You've got that herbal, but not over the top cannabis note. You got a bit of elegant Bulgarian rose. Then you have that fantasy note, which gives it a little bit of greenness, lily of the valley. And in the base, we have that sweeter kind of chocolatey patchouli. That's my opinion. And then you've got a nice sweetness coming from the bourbon vanilla. And then the creamy sandalwood, along with that warm ambergris and white musk. Guys, this fragrance is spectacular and is blended to perfection. I feel like this is a great special occasion fragrance, but you can wear it for a lot of occasions. And I really like this fragrance because it's not off-putting. It's got a little bit of complexity. You know, it's not your average everyday fresh fruity fragrance. There's some complexity coming from the herbal notes, coming from that cannabis note, and then the lily of the valley gives it some greenness, with some aromatic touches. So the complexity is great, but it's not weird. This is a very wearable fragrance. It's not a fragrance that's going to wear you. Um, and this could be worn, I feel like, in any occasion. You can wear it at the office. I feel like you can wear it, wherever you want to go for errands, casual. To me, the best time to wear a fragrance like this is going to be in the cooler, cooler weather. You can wear this, I think, all spring, honestly. And you know what? These are just guidelines. So guys, wear a fragrance whenever you want to. Some fragrances happen, especially the sweeter ones, don't do too well in the heat. But guys, if you're going to be in climate controlled situations, you can definitely wear a fragrance like this in the summertime in the office. So, test it out. In the Middle East, they wear a lot of heavy oud sweet fragrances, in the desert all the time. So you can wear a fragrance when you want to. This is just a guideline. But in my opinion, I feel like you can wear this spring, fall, and winter, and it'll really shine. And again, if you're in a climate controlled situation, definitely spray this. But this is a great fragrance, non-offensive, and it's very, very sophisticated, classy, and has a special occasion feel, in my opinion. As far as performance, which is what you guys like, and for that price tag, I know you want it to last. Well, you're in luck because this has a great scent bubble. I feel like this projects a little bit more than an arm's length. I feel like it's definitely a compliment getting fragrance. Again, elegant and classy, and you're going to get 8 hours easily on your skin. I've tested this out. Come home, my wife has smelled this fragrance on me and told me I smelled fantastic. So this is a great fragrance. I really feel like Hez Parfums is really up in their game, and the complexity and the depth, they're just getting better and better, and this is definitely worth giving it a sniff. I'm not sure where you can get decants of this, so I don't want to promote that, but if you can, get a decant. If not, get that 10 ml. This is definitely a fragrance house worth trying. Okay, this fragrance to me leans a little bit masculine, just a little bit, okay, just a little bit masculine, but I do think a woman could wear this, okay. It's not too far, masculine leaning. It's right at the line, if you will. And with those fruity touches and the sweetness and the citrus, I do feel like a woman could wear this as well. But yeah, I think it does lean a little bit masculine. But to my nose, it just smells absolutely fantastic. And this is non-offensive and really great for all occasions, in my opinion. So guys, this is a great new niche fragrance that has come out this year that I think you're really going to like. But you're not going to find a lot of fragrances that smell like this. If you're looking for complexity, if you're looking for some depth, looking for something with some teeth, you're going to love this fragrance. Definitely give them a try, guys. I know the sexy houses, the Creeds and the Parfums de Marly and all those companies, those are the ones you gravitate towards. But find out more about the catalogs on some of these indie niche fragrance houses. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So guys, this is one of the best new fragrances that I think has come out that I have in my collection that I've picked up this year. So I think it's definitely worth you giving a try. So check them out, guys. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. Thank you for your support. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until then, this is Scott Aromatico out. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what's next, then make sure you smash that subscribe button. And for more content like this, you're more than welcome to follow me on all my socials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.